What's up, Hokie fans? This is Coach Mike Holmes with the Sons of Saturday, coming to you with another 10-minute tailgate. Each week on the 10-minute tailgate, we provide you with a curated recipe and a cocktail to make your home viewing and your tailgating experience much more enjoyable when you're watching the Hokies this year. This week, the Virginia Tech Hokies are playing the Wofford Terriers. And if you've known anything about me from previous videos, I'm from South Carolina. I've spent a lot of time in Spartanburg, and one of the great experiences in the Sparkle City is, of course, the Beacon Drive-In. It's one of those things that if you go to Spartanburg, that's the first place I'm going to tell you to go. It's kind of like the Varsity in Atlanta. It's a place where you can go get burgers, you can go get hot dogs, you can go get a big vat of whatever thing fried that you want. Usually, if you order fries, it'll come with onion rings and vice versa. So it'll all be thrown in the same pot. So what we're going to do today is we're going to give a little tribute to the Beacon, and we're going to do mini Beacon burgers in slider form. So we're going to do Beacon burger sliders. And then for our cocktail, Spartanburg is in that area, part of South Carolina, is also known a lot for its blackberries. So we're going to, and plus last week, it was National Blackberry Day. So we're also going to pay a little tribute to that, and we're going to do a Blackberry Moonshine Smash. So hope you guys enjoy that, and we'll get to making that here in just a minute. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. A little bit of for our ingredients. I'll tell you a little bit of what we got. Then we'll take a quick break, and I'll get to making these burgers. Okay, so what you're going to do, you got your King's Hawaiian rolls. I went ahead and pre-sliced them in half. That way we can kind of speed things up a little bit later on. Our meat, I'm using 1 pound of ground beef. I prefer the 80-20. It's got a little bit more fat content, a little bit more flavor. But if you want to go a little bit lean, you can go 90-10 or 93-7, whatever you choose. Okay, we're going to roll them into 1 ounce balls. So about 1 pound of meat, you should get 16 little slider balls here. Okay, and so I'll show you what we're going to do with those on the grill here in just a little bit. I'm going to season them with some Montreal steak seasoning. And then we're going to smash them down. And for our toppings, we of course have everything that goes on the classic Beacon burger, which is mustard, tomato, and coleslaw. So we're going to kind of put a little Carolina twist on it here. So be back in just a second. We're going to get these burgers on the grill, and we'll see you shortly. Okay, folks, we're back. That was pretty quick. These burger patties are really small, so you don't have to cook them it doesn't take very long to cook them. Want to make sure that they're cooked all the way through to whatever your desired internal temperature is. Personally, everybody in our house likes them medium, so that's kind of how I prepared them. But if you want them a little bit more well done, just leave them on there a little bit longer. Okay, but that's what our burger patties look like. Okay, so now let's put everything together. Again, real simple, not a whole lot to it. Okay, so I've already pre-sliced my rolls here, and they've already started to come apart a little bit. That's okay. We'll just keep those together because we're going to slice them anyway. Okay, so at this point now, all we're going to do is we're going to lay our burgers down. Okay, and we're just excellent. So now we have those, and now we have those set. Now it's time to top it. The topping part is pretty simple. I am going to add a little twist to this recipe and something that is not on the regular Beacon burger. And I'm going to add some cheese to it because personally I like cheeseburgers. So again, you can kind of tweak this recipe however you desire, and then we'll be good to go from there. All right, that's the last of the cheese. Okay, now traditional Beacon burger is going to have 3 ingredients on it. It's going to have coleslaw, mustard, and tomato. So I know that may sound weird to a lot of folks, but in South Carolina, that was how most of the burgers were served. And so this is what we're going to do. So we're going to start off with just a little quick dollop of yellow mustard. Okay, about a pea-size amount, just in the center of each one. And again, when you press the lid on, it's going to spread out over top of the entire roll. All right. Then we're going to add our tomato. Okay. I have Roma tomatoes. They fit perfect for this because they're about the size of the slider bun itself. All right. So we're going to add each Roma tomato there, right there on top of our cheese and mustard. Make sure that stays centered on there. Now we have our tomatoes set up. And I have a little, just a little tablespoon here. And I'm going to add just a little small tablespoon of coleslaw to the tops of these. Okay, so now that coleslaw is on, now we go back to putting our lid on here. So we're going to just add our lids, our bun lids here. We're going to set them right on top. Perfect, okay? Now, here comes the fun part. When you're going to serve these, you can either serve them directly off the grill or you can wrap them in foil and then heat them up when you get to wherever you're tailgating. But if you're just making this at home for a home getting experience, just you can serve them right from here. They're perfect. Everything looks good here. So I'm just going to go ahead and give these. Okay. All right. So now they're all cut. Now they're all sliced. I'm going to grab a bite of one of these and give it a try because now that I'm smelling it, this smells super fantastic in here. Okay. So here it is. You can see you have your burger, cheese, tomato, mustard, coleslaw. Everything's in there together. And here it is. Tribute to the Beacon Drive-In, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Beacon slider. Man, all those flavors work together. The mustard kind of ties everything in. Goes well with everything we have in there. And that Montreal steak seasoning, perfect on burgers. Absolutely love it. So take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to make our Moonshine Blackberry Smash. And so we'll see you in just a second. I'm going to finish this. Okay, slider. Everybody, we're back on the 10-minute tailgate, and we're going to make our Moonshine Blackberry Smash. I think I've said that backwards a few times during this video, but that's okay. We're not worried about continuity here. So again, we have this is going to use a little bit different liquor. We're going to use Moonshine here. You can get whatever they sell at the store, or if you have a really nice, some friend that you know who lives back in the woods and can get you the real deal, get you some of that. So we're going to use Firefly. Firefly is a company based out of South Carolina. You can see the palmetto and crescent there. So again, another way to pay a little tribute. We have our fresh blackberries, which we're going to use. Our blackberry liqueur. We're going to add some 99 blackberries here. And then, of course, our club soda to kind of finish everything off. So I have my mason jar because we're using Moonshine. So we're going to make sure to make everything here in a mason jar. And I'm going to take 2 or 3 blackberries. And I'm going to take my muddler. And I'm going to muddle everything down in there. I'm going to kind of break up that blackberry. Kind of squish it all down in the bottom. Okay. So all that fruit pulp should be down there in the bottom. Okay. All right. Now it's time to add our liquor. So we're going to start with Moonshine. This is clear. We're going to use 1.5 ounces of Moonshine. Because this is difficult to pour, I am going to use my jigger here. Here we go. There's my 1.5 ounces. Okay. Now with our blackberry liqueur for the added flavor, okay, I'm going to use 3/4 ounce. Okay. So I'm just going to add 3/4 ounce, not quite the full mini bottle, but getting close. And I'm going to add that to it down there. Now, give it a little swirl so all the parts of the blackberry can get infused with your liquor there. Then you're going to add your ice. Okay, so we're going to add our ice on top. Go ahead and fill that all the way. All right. That's what it should look like. Your liquor should be about halfway up the mason jar. Now we're going to add our club soda. Okay, club soda acts as the cutter here. It's going to mix with the fruit. It's going to add some bubbles to it. It's going to make it a little light, a little sparkly. Okay. Kind of give it a little poke, a little stir, Mix everything up. And then for my garnish, I'm just going to run a couple blackberries through my skewer here. Okay. And I'm going to add that to my cocktail. There we go. I have a blackberry moonshine smash here. So here's the drink. It's got some nice color to it. It's a little maroonish, so I kind of like that for the Hokies. So here it is. Go Hokies. Man, that's good. It's tasty. You get a little bit of the corn liquor from the moonshine. You get the flavor of the blackberry in there, and it's kind of infused all throughout. And it's because it's used club soda, it's not going to be super sweet. So it's going to have a kind of a nice fruit flavor, but not going to be overpoweringly sweet. So again, blackberry smash. It's going to be good, good for this game. It's a good afternoon drink because I believe this is a 12 noon kickoff here for the Wofford game. So I'm going to finish this cocktail. I'm going to have another one of those sliders, maybe 2 or 3. And we'll see you next week on the 10-minute tailgate. Thank you to the Sons of Saturday. Subscribe to their YouTube channel and everything else that you'll see them on social media. Follow me at Hokie Hitter. I'm giving weekly play updates on Instagram, so make sure to follow that on Instagram. And also, these videos will be posted on Instagram and the Sons of Saturday Facebook page as well, or YouTube page as well. So thank you again. Take care. Go Hokies.